Good evening, all lovely people. I am Shruti Maheshwari, and I'm your breathwork practitioner today. And I welcome all of you on behalf of Mindful Living Community, an awesome group of 3,000 plus people. Mindful Living Community hosts sessions on the topics like breath, happiness, yoga sutras, leadership, energy systems, and so on. We host and these beautifully curated sessions at Mindful Living on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And I'm very happy to see all of you who could make a time on Saturday evening for this lovely session of breathwork. Just give me a moment. I'll just put everyone on the gallery view so that I can see all of you. So friends, our mission is to make all of you healthier, happier, and wealthier, which is the tagline of this beautiful community. And founder is Mr. Ashish Kumar. So I'm really happy to host this beautiful experiential session today. Before we begin, I would like all of you to quickly type in the chat box for me, from which part of the city are you from? Are you from within India or outside India? Quickly tell me in the chat box. Which part of the country are you from? Bangalore. Okay, 2 people from Bangalore. What about others? Mumbai. Great, I'm also from Mumbai. And my hometown is Jaipur. Anybody from Jaipur? Qatar, amazing. Mumbai, Delhi. Okay, Noida. Great. Delhi, Mumbai. Okay, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore are in majority. Faridabad, great. What about others? Goa, great. Nice to see all of you from all over India. Great. Nice. I'm just waiting for a moment more because I can see there are others logging in. We will just begin in a minute from now. Hyderabad. All right. Wonderful. Friends, before we start, let me tell you that there is a favorite quote of mine on breath, which says that breath is the power behind all the things. And when I breathe in, I know that the good things are going to happen. On that note, let's begin today's session. Do I have your permission to begin the session now by sharing my screen? Give me a thumbs up, everyone. All right. All right. Can you just type in the chat box, any one of you, a yes, if you can see the screen and you can hear me clearly. All right, great friends. So let's begin by answering few important questions. Okay, tell me, do you want to tap into a limitless source of energy from today? Just type Y. Okay, just type Y. Yes, great. Question number 2. Do you want to unlock your inner peace and vitality? Why? Yes, yes, yes. Great. Do you want to unleash your inner healer? We all know that we are intelligent beings and we have this infinite power inside us to heal ourselves. Can we today activate that inner healer inside us? Yes. All right. So once again, I welcome all of you to this session of breathwork with me. I am a designer, friends, turned into a sleep and happiness researcher and coach. So as a profession, I have always been into retail space design and events. I've done that for more than a decade now, over almost 15 years. And then I found my true calling and I wanted to do something in the space of mental health. I have been doing a lot of research on the topics like sleep and happiness and breathing for last 10 years. But now I've taken this up as my career line. And I think the second innings of my life is to dedicate to serve mankind into all these topics that are related to our mental well-being. just to establish a little trust here so that you all can trust me that the person sitting in front of you knows the topic clearly and is eligible to, share this knowledge and wisdom with you. I would like to present that I have done these beautiful courses on these subjects. I'm a certified mind body coach from Harvard Medical School in affiliation with Henson Benry School. Then I have also done a certification in happiness coaching from University of Berkeley. I'm also a 200 hours a yoga practitioner from the Yoga Institute Mumbai, which is one of the oldest and the best institutes of yoga. And I'm also a foundation practitioner of pranic healing. So I do understand how energy systems work. I understand what ancient Indian practices are. And I back up everything that I talk about with science and logics. So whatever I share is always going to be a fusion of West and East. And that makes all my programs very unique. I have been fortunate to share the platform with a lot of foreign dignitaries, and I have represented India on various platforms where I've spoken about topics like breathwork and pranayama. What is the difference between the two? How our Eastern practices have influenced the Western globe. I have spoken about Yoga Sutras on the stage. And as I told you, I always love to fuse both the worlds and bring you the best. So just a glimpse to show you what I have done recently. Now let's come to the topic. What is breath work, right? We all understand it is to do with our breathing. But what really it is? So if we have to define breath work in one line, this is the best definition I can find. Otherwise, we can just keep on talking about this beautiful, elaborative topic. So breath work refers to the conscious and systematic breathing exercises or techniques done to improve mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Concisely, this is the one-line definition of breath work. And I think this picture speaks 1,000 words, how the lungs are blooming, right? Such a beautiful picture. So today's workshops takeaways, quickly, let me give you a glimpse of what we are going to do in next 1.5 hours. I'm going to tell you a few benefits of breath work, okay? Little bit of science behind it so that you can trust the process that we are going to do towards the end of the session. I think we all are intelligent people, very well learned over here, right? So I assume that just like me, who is a modern person, you would also like to have some contemporary take behind breath work. What is the logic? What is the science? What are the global health practitioners talking about today? What is going on globally? Because once we know what's going on, our faith in the practice develops, and then only we can experience something that can also heal us. So today we are going to start with that. I'm going to give you some evidence. I'm going to tell you West versus East, because a lot of people ask me this question: what is breath work and what is pranayama? What's the difference? So we'll discuss a little bit on that. Then we are going to have a live experience where we are going to practice something today. And I'm not going to reveal what it is now, because I want us to do this together and experience it, okay? And then we are also going to discuss way forward from here. So today is one type of breath work that we are going to do. But if you would like to carry on this journey with me, we have curated a master breathwork workshop. So those of you who would like to stay back will get a glimpse of what is this master workshop all about. So let's begin by talking about a little bit of global evidence of benefits of breathwork. I can't bring you everything, but there is so much that has been written and spoken about on this topic. Look at the screenshots on your screen. The left side is Forbes, and you can see some brain scans here. So the scans have been done by the scientists, and they have proven that by consciously changing our breathing, we can change the structure of the brain from inside. How beautiful, right? Because it is all scientific. I'm not going much in detail, but some of you would have heard about the term neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means changing the brain pathways, changing the wiring of the brain by repetition, by doing certain things like repeating a certain thought every day, repeating a certain habit every day, repeating a certain action every day. By repetition, 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 we create these brain pathways. So when we breathe in a particular way, in a rhythm, every day, we can rewire these pathways, pathways that are good for us, the pathways that heal us, because it's everything has to do with our mind. How many of you agree that mind and body are not two separate units? It is just one unit. Friends, you can use these reactions buttons below. It'll be nice to just get these responses from you. Okay, otherwise it'll be just one-sided interactions. I would love everybody to participate. You can type in the chat box whenever you want to share anything, or you can use these emoticons down below. So brain, our mind, leads to 90% of the psychosomatic problems today. What is psychosomatic? Whatever happens in the mind first and then goes in the body. So all the illnesses and diseases that we have today, including type 2 diabetes, including IBS, bowel syndrome, including thyroid, even cancer, it has been proven that it's because of the mind. And that's why these problems are called psychosomatic. So breathwork is changing our mind. Okay. Right side, you can again see some fashion magazines, very famous ones, Vogue and Bazaar, talking about breathwork and how it has gone mainstream during the COVID era. People have understood the importance of breathwork, and the youngsters who are fans of Hollywood people like Justin Bieber, just imagine, even these people are following these beautiful practices, the origin of which is India. How proud are we, isn't it? Yes. So now let me come to showing you how breathwork can solve 7 problems that most of us have today. You might be able to resonate with 1 problem, 2 problems, or more than 2 problems. So let's have a glance how breathwork can solve these problems. Problem number 1. If at any slide you feel that yes, you can relate to this slide, please type me in the chat box. It'll be fun. It'll be nice to know how this group is thinking, where is this group coming from? What is the synergy of the entire group? Because we all are here, friends, with the same agenda, right? Right? So there is no right and wrong. We are not judging each other, correct? We are here with the same agenda. So let's interact. Okay. All right. So type me. How many of you can relate with this slide, with this emotion depicted here? Maybe in a very subtle way. Maybe you're a very calm and patient person. Maybe you're not showing this in your outward expression, but maybe you can relate to this expression sometimes that goes within you. I think we all can relate to it, right? Stress, sometimes anger, when we want to respond to somebody, but we are not able to. A little bit of anxiety, depression. I'm not talking about chronic problem here, but we use these terms very loosely these days, stress and depression, right? So yes, you can talk about sadness. We can relate to this with some negative thinking, correct? So relatable. And I find this picture very relevant. It just says a lot. This kind of turmoil happens sometimes. So breathwork, what does it do? It reduces stress and anxiety. It calms your body and it reverses the stress response, the fight, flight, and freeze response of the body, which triggers stress hormone called cortisol. Breathwork reverses it. And you can just have a beautiful life at your workplace. Your relationships get better. Your personal lives get better. Why? Because you start getting healed from inside out. So the space changes, your situations, your events change around you, because you at the core start to feel that happiness and joy within. It increases happiness and self-love quotient. It promotes awareness of the present moment. Breath is the only anchor that brings us to the present moment. Do you agree with me? right? That is what mindfulness talks about. Breathe deep, breathe, and come back in the present moment. So breath work brings us in the present moment, which causes a shift in perspective. Why? Because present moment is where there is peace. Present moment is where there is joy and true happiness, right? All these emotions are not in the past or the future, and our mind is always swinging like a pendulum, right? From past to future, right and wrong, always feeling tensed. Present moment is where we should be. The moment is now, right here. And this is the true way of living life. So breathwork helps us in living in the present moment. Problem number 2, chronic pain due to posture, illness, negative emotions, trauma. Type me if this is relatable. I'm sure posture is relatable with everybody, right? Whole day we are sitting at our desktop, working, and then there is a hump here, upper back aches, shoulders pain. You would see postures of so many people. It will be like that. Why? And there is so much of pain here, right? So many of emotions stored in the muscles. They say our muscles have memory and they store emotions. So breath work helps us in pain management. It allows the body to release endorphins, reducing sensitivity and increasing pleasure. Problem number 3, who can relate to this? Poor physical health and digestion. Digestion is such a huge thing because that is where the gut health is. Gut is called, your gut can be summed up as a collection of digestive organs, right? And gut is called second brain. How many of you have heard that? Take a decision from your gut. Gut feeling never goes wrong. Why? Our intuition lies in our gut, in our stomach. How many of you have gone to an Ayurveda doctor and wondered, just like me, that why every Ayurveda doctor is asking, how is your stomach? To every problem or disease, the first question asked is, how is your stomach? Why? Because most of the problems arise from the stomach, which is called gut. So gut hosts good and bad bacteria both. We all have good bacteria and bad bacteria, and in trillions. Now we should have more number of good bacteria in comparison. Why? Because good bacteria are directly related to our mental health, our mood swings, our happiness hormones released in the body. So we have to take care of our digestion. How many of you feel that there is bloating in your stomach? No matter what exercises you do, how much body weight you lose, but the belly doesn't go away. Belly is an issue. So sometimes belly is just not the fat, but also the bloating because of a poor gut health. And breath work improves that. It increases the blood flow to the digestive tract, which takes care of our digestion. And digestion is extremely important part because we get the nourishment in return from digestion, right? So breath work helps in that. It enhances our physical health as well, our fitness, because it increases the oxygen levels, boosts our immunity, and releases the toxins. Problem number 4, let's not call it insomnia, but do we have mild sleep issues here? Anybody with some sleep issues, big or small? Insomnia is just a medical term, correct? For chronic sleep disorder, but little bit of sleep disorder, not able to fall asleep fast, or waking up too many times during the night, or sleeping too well, but waking up with low energy. Some people sleep for 8 hours, but still they are, lethargic whole day. They don't get that deep quality sleep. So more than the quantity, the quality of sleep is important to heal us. So insomnia, it's a global epidemic, friends. WHO, World Health Organization, has announced sleep loss a global epidemic recently. And India is the second most sleep deprived country of the world after Japan, right? So I'm just telling you, these are the alarming figures. And now's the time to just get rid of all these issues and get into our peak mental and physical health. So breath work calms down our nervous system and helps us to sleep better. What about this problem? We don't talk about this a lot, right? Addictions. Some of us might have certain sort of addiction we want to get free of, but it's getting difficult. And addiction doesn't even not always mean these stimulants. Addictions could be any. Coffee, tea addiction. Everything in moderation is great. I love my tea and coffee. I'm not asking you to not have it. Everything in moderation, but addiction is bad. What about addiction to social media? I think that's a huge problem with all of us, right? So addictions could be endless. You can think about, there's so many addictions, right? Things we want to get away with or do in moderation, but we are not able to find that freedom. Now, breathwork has a solution for that. When you do this, it helps you overcome addictions naturally. Naturally, your body will just tell you, just tell you that this is something I don't want. Correct? It happens. And what more? There's such a long list, What more? It helps in self-development. It boosts our self-esteem. It boosts our self-image. It gives us confidence. That is what it does. What else? Increases creativity. And this is very beautiful concept, because here I'm not talking about creativity only referring artists or designers. I'm talking about creativity in general. Aren't we all storytellers? Aren't we all artists? Aren't we all designers of our own lives? And don't we want creativity to live a beautiful life? Can you create your own future? Can you create your own destiny? Can you redesign your life? That is the creativity I'm asking for. Because once you have this, you start living a meaningful life. A life where there is purpose behind it. There is a why behind it. And not just a monotonous routine life that most of us spend. We got to have creativity. We got to have this creative juice coming. Our right hemisphere of the brain is related to creativity. So breath work gives us that empowerment so that we can think clearly, we can create and innovate new things. And this is so powerful because we can redesign our lives. Now I'm going to tell you 2 types of breath work quickly, and then we will come to our live experiential practice for today. 2 types of breath work. Can anybody guess what are these 2 types of breath work? Because at the start of the session, I gave you a hint. Let's interact a little before we go ahead so that I know you all are here. Come on, type for me in the chat box. Guess what are the 2 types of breath work? We spoke about it. Inhale, exhale, okay. Indian and Western, absolutely right answer, right? Indian and Western. So let's start with the Western style. Have you ever heard about these terms? Biodynamic, shamanic, vivation, transformational, holotropic, rebirthing, Wim Hof method. And these are just a few. There is a long list of Western style of breath work. Long list. Okay. And each one is done differently for a different purpose. And there are a lot of global health practitioners today who are making people experience this high intensity, powerful breath work. Okay, maybe not many of you have heard about this, but this is what is going famous all across the world. And there are beautiful results out of it. Beautiful results. But let's take the pride, and I take the pride as an Indian to say that Indian approach is the foundation of all those breath works also. Our yogic breath work, which teaches us how to breathe correctly like an infant. If you have ever attended any of my past workshops, you would know what I'm talking about. Equal breathing, correct? How to breathe correctly. If you are curious to know what it is, I'm not going to tell you now. If you're curious, just post in the Mindful Living group and I'll share the equal breathing audio with you with all the instructions. So that is how one should breathe. That's yogic breath work. Now, pranayama, regulation of life force, energy, body. We all know what pranayama is. Then comes pratyahara. which is a bridge between pranayama and other limbs. So basically, these are the limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. I've just got you the last 5 here, starting from pranayama. There are 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. It says you do pranayama, then you cross a bridge where you disconnect from your outer space and you start going within you. That's the bridge, and that's called pratyahara. Then you start having better focus in life. And once we start having better focus in life, imagine your productivity changes at your workplace. You are more active, you can more focused on the outcome of the thing that you are at, correct? Instead of doing multitasking, we can have better results when our focus increases to just one thing. So that's dharana. Then comes dhyan. So this part of yoga philosophy says once your focus is in place, then only you're eligible to sit down for dhyan, which is called meditation. And once you do all this, you feel bliss inside you, which is called freedom, liberation from everything, and it is called samadhi. Now, that is the Indian approach. And what I bring forward, as I also expressed in the beginning, always a fusion of the best of both worlds. So we are not saying which one is better. We are just saying Western science is beautiful because that's very contemporary and modern people can relate to it. But because the foundation is India, let's not forget that. Let's take the essence of India, fuse it with the contemporary take, and have this blissful life. That is my take on using both the knowledge together. Now, friends, before we go ahead for our experience, I just want you to understand this one concept, because this will clarify a lot of things related to our health today. Not just breath work, but our relationship with ourselves will change today if we understand what mind-body connection is. So as you can see on the screen, there are 2 types of nervous system that we have: central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. On the right side, just look at this flow chart. And now I want you to just focus on the bottom 2 boxes, which say sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Now let's just quickly understand what this is. And this is beautiful because once you understand this, as I say, everything changes, you know. So what is sympathetic nervous system? So now if I have to ask you a question, which I always give as an example because it is easy to understand. So if I tell you that there is a tiger in front of you, type for me in the chat box, what will you do? If there is a tiger, suddenly there is a tiger that has come in front of you, what will you do? Run, right? What about others? Stand still, right? Fright, freeze, or flight mode. That's what it is called, a stress response, correct? Freeze, try to escape. So the research says that 80% of the people will run away. They'll run. So why would they run? Because they have to survive themselves. What happens? Our body gives all the blood flow, oxygen flow to our limbs, to our legs, so that we can run so fast and save ourselves. And this is kind of a running which we would realize that we have never done before. We never knew that we can run so fast, and which is true. Why? Because body that time slows down the digestion happening, slows down the other systems of the body, so that the energy that is utilized by other organs is given to the limbs to run. Now that is called sympathetic mode activated, where you want to survive. Now just imagine any stress in your life, which is a chronic stress. Just replace the tiger with that stress. Now tell me what will happen. Your body is 24/7 into sympathetic mode. For example, I take a lot of sleep workshops and people tell me who have sleep issues, insomnia, that our sleep, I'm just giving an example so that you can relate, that sleeping at night is such a worry for them that 24/7, they are just thinking about whether they will sleep tonight or not, right? So similarly, if you have any other issue and whole day you're thinking, whether it's your work related, it's your health related, any relationship related thought. But if it's stress, you're always into sympathetic mode. Now, our body heals only when we are into parasympathetic mode. So we have to switch ourselves from sympathetic to parasympathetic. Parasympathetic is also called as rest and digest mode. Why? Because in this mode, we can rest well, we can sleep well, we can repair our body well. Rest and digest. Why digest? Because digestion is happening properly, unlike the sympathetic mode, okay, where body shuts down everything because you have to survive. So breath work is one of the most important tools that quickly can shift us from sympathetic to parasympathetic. Okay, so I just wanted you to understand this concept. What exactly are we doing? Why are we doing breathing? Okay, this is why we are doing, so that we start living most of the day in parasympathetic nervous system mode. And when whole day is passed on like that, no psychosomatic diseases happen because body is absolutely rested well. Our heartbeat is well, our breathing is deep, normal, and healing takes place. A lot of scientific research has also been done on pranayama. And again, look at this term that has been used by a Harvard study, that pranayama and sympathetic deactivation. The same thing that we discussed here. We have to deactivate sympathetic system. And Harvard says that pranayama and sympathetic deactivation are related. How beautiful. So we are convinced, right? Everything has been proved. So our belief system is in place. And now we are ready, I think, all of us, to experience this beautiful breath work today that we are going to do together. This one has been picked by Western science, Western practitioners. The founder of this particular breath work is the person that you can see on the screen here. And he says that the first impact of training is healing yourself, and it can only start with you. So because I love the fusion, I found the exact knowledge in Yoga Sutras, in yogic philosophy, where they talk about bliss body, 5 layers of body, starting from our outside physical body, then going in to our mind sheath, going in to our energy force, going further in, going in our wisdom sheath, and in the end comes a bliss sheath. Sheath means layer. So this layer is called Anandamaya Kosha in Sutras, where there is ultimate bliss. So everything comes together into this beautiful practice, which we'll do now. As you can see on the screen, it will have all these elements. We will use breath. Today's practice is also about movement. So we are going to do little body work. We'll have sound. There'll be little touch where you are going to just feel yourself, feel the energy inside and outside of you. There'll be an emotional release. So I want all of you just to feel free, not judge the activity, not judge the exercise, what you are doing, how you are doing, how you are looking, but just to feel free and flow with the instructions. And in the end, we'll end it with our little meditation. So that is how we are going to unveil all the layers today. So are we all ready to experience biodynamic breath work now? If you are ready, then type ready in the chat box. Let me have some energy from everybody. Type ready, ready, ready. I must have so many readies here. We have been sitting for long, so let's just move a little. Great, great, great. Amazing. So friends, I give you 2 minutes, okay, to arrange. How you have to arrange? I just want you to go to a place where there is some space around you, at least 3 to 4 feet space around you. There is no furniture, okay? You can dim down the light of your room if you want. Don't make it absolutely dark. Just make it a little dim so that it becomes soothing experience for you and light doesn't disturb you. I would request everyone to switch on their videos, because when we see each other, the energy exchange becomes very powerful, very powerful. And as I said, it doesn't matter how we are looking, where we are sitting, it just doesn't matter. What matters is that the group is healing together. Correct? Have some sip of water. Hydration is the key for good health. Set the temperature of your room. How would you like the temperature to be for the next 15-20 minutes? Yes, switch on the AC if you want, or just put the fan. I think fan is also good. Okay, so I'll give you 1 to 2 minutes from now while I also shift my laptop to another place. So I'm just switching off my video for a few seconds and I'll be back here. All right, everyone. Is everybody set? I'll just play some music. Again, this music is a very special music. You will hear some drum beats played on a special hertz. So it's a special music for breathwork. I'll just play that. Can you just give me a thumbs up if you can just hear me clearly and the music is clear as well? I hope music is not disturbing my voice. All right, great. Okay, friends, now I'll give you some instructions. Just listen to me carefully and then we'll start. All right. So now we are going to practice biodynamic breathwork. It has 3 steps to it. In the beginning, we are going to stand and do. The second step would be we are going to sit down and do. And the third step is we are going to lie down. So even the floor is fine, but if you want to just grab a yoga mat, quickly go and get it. Otherwise, if the floor is clean, use the floor. Okay. Now I want all of you, when you start, just listen to my instructions and then get up. So when you stand up, you have to make shoulder distance between your feet. Shoulder distance, shoulder width distance between your feet, and loosen your knees like this. Not lock your knees, but loosen your knees. So when you loosen your knees, your upper body is free, it is fluid, and it is more flexible. If I lock my knees, then I restrict my movement. When I loosen my knees, I place my feet firmly on the ground. So I am more grounded, I am more connected to the floor, and my upper body is free. Okay? Now the method of inhaling and exhaling is, you will inhale from the nose and exhale from the mouth without giving any pause in between. Okay? This is called connected breath. So it doesn't matter what age group you are, what conditions, medical conditions you have, just adjust the speed as per your comfort. Okay? If you are healthy, young person, you can breathe more intensely. If you are somebody who would like to make it more, soothing, then you can just adjust your speed. But everybody can do it irrespective of any age and medical condition. All right? So we'll inhale with nose and exhale with mouth. Just do it with me for a few counts so that we are on the same page. can also slow down my speed. But I will not take any pause. Okay? So everybody, let's get up now. Stand up and take the position. All right. Shoulder width distance, loosen your knees. Now we are going to first bring our attention towards our head area, our neck, head. Okay, this entire skull area. And while inhaling and exhaling, we will start giving soft movements of our head, rotating the neck in all directions while standing straight. Knees soft. You can keep looking at me in between, and whenever you feel, you can also close your eyes. For instructions, just look at me for a few seconds and then you can close your eyes. So just move your neck all around, sideways, very gently, forward and back. Inhale from the nose and exhale from the mouth. Open your mouth. Make a nice movement of your mouth for a couple of seconds. Release your jaw and start breathing again. If there is any tension at the back side of the neck, you might feel a little crackling sound here, which is fine. Now I want all of you to move your shoulders a little while inhaling from the nose and exhaling from the mouth. Nice rotation of the shoulder. Reverse now. Open up your shoulder blades. Release any tension in your shoulder. Now I want you to include your head and your shoulders together in a free flowing movement. There are no rules. Any angle, any way you can move it. Wherever you feel like. Free flowing movement. Move the neck, move the shoulder without any pause. Inhale from nose, exhale from mouth. Knees are soft. Now I want all of you to include the third part of your body, which are the arms. So we'll inhale and exhale. Inhale from the mouth and exhale from the, inhale from the nose and exhale from the mouth. Inhale from the nose and exhale from the mouth. You can use both the arms together, just like me. Inhale from the center. Inhale all the goodness of the universe and exhale out all the worries, all the negativity, all the stress. Inhale everything that you want from the universe, and while exhaling, expand yourself and let go. Inhale from the deep inside of your core, as if you're taking charge of something from the universe. And when you exhale, explore the movement of your hands. Single hand. Slowly. There is no hurry. Now slowly, I want you to start moving your pelvic. Very soft circulatory movement. Just look at me once and then you can close your eyes. Inhale from the nose. Exhale. And when you exhale, there is no particular one direction. I want you all now to explore the space around you. Inhale, take charge from the universe. Exhale to the entire periphery all around you. Use the entire space all around you. Look at me. And I'm also using my head and the shoulders and the arms with soft round movement of my pelvic area. Now my entire upper body is fluid. Loosen your knees. Stay grounded on the floor. The feet don't move. Feet are grounded on the floor. My upper body is just enjoying this beautiful freedom of letting in the goodness from the universe and letting go all the things we don't want in our lives from today. Don't take a pause. Inhale from your nose. Exhale from your mouth. See, I'm not bothered that you are judging me how I'm doing. Same way, I don't want you to bother and judge yourself. Don't judge how you are doing it, how you're looking. I'm not bothered. I'm just enjoying my being. So stay connected with your physical body right now. Close your eyes. Feel your physical existence through your breath. Feel your body. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Now explore the space all around you because now you have closed your eyes. Just give full fluidity to your body. Move your head, move your shoulder, move your arms. Use your palms, your hand. Feel the space all around you. Keep inhaling from nose. Exhale from your mouth. Inhale, take charge. Let all the goodness go inside the core of your body. And as you exhale, expand in the periphery all around you. Explore this movement of your body, this physical existence of your body through the power of your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now, some of you, if you're comfortable and enjoying this movement, let the flow get intense. Don't think what you're doing. Just loosen up yourself. Let go. Surrender as you exhale and expand. Let this energy come from inside of your core and expand in the space all around you. Keep moving your head, your neck, shoulders. Use both the arms or use one arm. Let it go the way it's going. Let the flow happen naturally. Inhale, exhale. Now just open your eyes and look at me. Now let's make it a little more intense. Let's exhale and throw out the things that we don't want. Surrender. Let go. Let the movement happen naturally, whichever direction you want to go. Front, side, back. And now I want all of you to start undulating your spine just like a snake, but not in one direction, in every direction. Feel your spine, let it move. And keep using your arms as you do it. If at any point you feel a little tired, you may just stop using arms for a few seconds and then start doing again. But don't give a pause to your breath. Keep inhaling from your nose, exhaling from your mouth as per your comfort. Close your eyes again. Keep undulating your spine. Keep moving your upper body. Few more moments. So let's just enjoy this while standing. Absolutely free at this moment. Feel your presence, feel your physical presence, the physicality of you, your physical body. Feel it and feel what emotions are coming right now as you inhale. Taking charge of everything in life, all the goodness in life. And as you exhale, expand in the space. Let the vibrations go from core of your body to the space all around you. Don't hold any tension, just free flowing. Now look at me, just once. How I close my eyes and I'm just enjoying without bothering about anything, just enjoying this movement. And it could be also a very slow movement. There is no hurry. You may do it very slow. Few more counts. Move your neck, move your shoulder, rotate your pelvis, let go. And now I want all of you to sit down on the floor. While inhaling and exhaling if you can, so that the breath is not broken, there is no pause. Now I want all of you to place your palms on your knees. And keep inhaling from nose and exhaling from mouth. Now I want you to again rotate your head and your shoulder once, because now you have created a space of fluidity, a space of freedom. Your upper body is completely opened up. So loosen it up. Now I want all of you to focus 2 inches below your navel, where we have our sacral chakra, so Adhishtan chakra. And imagine this point as the center point of the coil. Now as we inhale and exhale, we are going to unwind slowly. Unwind the coil slowly and make it bigger and bigger and bigger in size. And it keeps moving upwards. When we were standing, we were going from top to bottom. Now we will go from bottom to top. So we will imagine the center point and uncoil this. So we will keep moving, slowly moving our abdomen. Inhale through nose, exhale through mouth. Close your eyes. Imagine this point 2 inches below your navel. And unwind this coil slowly while visualizing it. The circle getting bigger and bigger, and the circle moving up. Now I want all of you to start moving your arms just like before, while keep rotating and uncoiling, unwinding. Close your eyes and imagine that the circle is becoming bigger, going up your spine. You can also free flow your neck. Everything is so fluid. Stay connected with your physical existence. Stay connected with your physical being. Make it a slow movement, very slow, and enjoy it. Loosen up. Surrender. If you feel any tremor in your spine while doing it, it is absolutely normal. It'll pass away. If you feel any tingling anywhere, it is normal. It'll pass away. Keep moving your arms. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Close your eyes, bring a smile on your face, and let's just go all out. While doing this uncoiling, if you feel any obstruction anywhere, any blockage anywhere that the coil got stuck in your imagination, just focus in that area and let go. Let all the channels open up for this free flow of beautiful life force, beautiful breath. Stay connected to your physical self through your breath. And now very slowly, I want all of you to lie down. Very slowly lie down on your one side. You can fold your knees like this and make a pillow of your arms. Keep inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth without giving any pause. Lie down at one side and start the movement again. Now we are absolutely free. Our body is all loose and flexible. Very slow movement. Undulating your spine while you're lying down. Keep undulating your spine, which is the movement of your spine, whichever way it's moving. Keep inhaling and exhaling without any pause. Now I want you all just to look at me once and start using your arms, but very slow this time. While moving your spine and your pelvic area. Whichever way you want to. Now let the body guide you. Whichever way you want to do without my instructions now. Move wherever your body is taking you. Move wherever your breath is taking you. Inhale, take the charge of all the goodness, and as you exhale, just deep surrender to the universe. Release all the emotional trauma, release and let go. Express yourself through your physical body, through your breath. Keep moving the slow movements of your hand as you exhale. Throw out in the air. Inhale, pull it in, pull out. Do this throwing movement of your palm and release. Slow movement. Keep moving your pelvic softly. Now I want you to come in the center, rotate and come in the center. Place your feet firmly on the floor so that you are grounded with the earth. And again, start this movement slowly. Few more counts. Let everything go away. Let's have this deep surrender. If there's any tremor, any tingling in any part of the body, it will just pass away. It's absolutely okay if you want to cry a little, let the tears roll by. If you're feeling happy and you want to smile and laugh, don't stop any emotion. Everything is okay at this moment, so let it go. Whatever you're feeling, feel it. Keep your eyes closed only. Now I want you to straighten your legs and straighten your arms above your head. Give a nice stretch as if somebody is pulling your legs from bottom and somebody is pulling your arms from over your head. As if somebody is pulling you in opposite directions. Give a nice stretch. Keep inhaling and exhaling. Don't take a pause yet. Keep your eyes closed only now. You can stop the body movement. Stretch, and then without opening your eyes, bring your palms close to your body. Now breathe normally. Please don't open your eyes. Breathe normally the way you usually do. Normal inhalation and normal exhalation. And now I want all of you to lie down still. Don't open your eyes. Be with yourself and feel how you are feeling. Just feel how you are feeling. Are you feeling heavy? Are you feeling light?
It's normal if there are tears rolling down, if there is any sort of emotional release at this moment, if there is any tingling in any part of the body, just feel it and let it go. Remain still, don't move at all. You may face the palms toward the ceiling if you want. Breathe normally. If there is some realization, some release of the things that have been stored inside you for months and years, let the things get released. Few more moments. I want you to now stay with yourself for few more moments until I give you next set of instructions. So be with yourself. Remain still and be with yourself and just feel how you're feeling in your entire body. Don't lose the awareness of your physical existence. Stay connected with your physical body. I'm just stopping the music so that you can enjoy a few moments of silence. Don't open your eyes. Just stay with yourself. Enjoy this moment of deep relaxation. Enjoy this moment of deep rest. Enjoy this moment of silence. Release all the emotions right now. One last time, take a deep inhalation from your nose and exhale from your mouth as your final surrender. Take your time, there is no hurry. Whenever you are ready, then slowly turn towards one side and then sit down with your legs crossed. Take your time. Whenever you are ready, sit down. Stay with yourself. Check your physical state, mental state, emotional state right now. This is that moment where we cannot take any wrong decisions in life. This is the beauty and the power of this present moment. How are you feeling? If you want to type anything in the chat box, please type. Or if you don't want to type anything because you don't feel like moving, that's also okay. Very relaxed. All right, great to know. So friends, what we just did was one type of breath work, and only this breath work includes body work, the movement of the body, and that's why it is called biodynamic breath work. Now today you were also looking at me while doing it because you had to see what I'm doing. Now, when you do it on your own, if you want to do, you don't open your eyes for 15 to 20 minutes. That is when you will actually feel the intensity and the beauty of this experience. Right now, it was not possible because obviously you were doing it for the first time. So you had to see me and follow me. Thank you, Captain Shrikant, feeling light and relaxed. Thank you, Arjun. Excellent experience. Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you, Ankur. Thank you so much for your feedback. Great. Now, friends, as I told you, this is just one type of breath work. Now, there are various other types with different benefits. So, if I have your permission, can I show you way forward from here? And then there is no push. You take your informed decision whether you would like to go ahead with us in this master workshop program that has been curated for mindful living by Mindful Living for all its community members. So, we are going to invest 3 Saturdays. We have designed this so that you can just do this on a Saturday after your whole weeks of work is over. Saturday is all about unwinding. So if I have your permission, friends, just give me a thumbs up so that I'll share my screen with you, and I'll take just next 10-15 minutes in showing you what we have designed. And then I will open the forum for a Q&A. If you have any question specific to your problem, any question related to today's session, I will open the forum to take any questions that you may have. Thank you, everyone. So I'll just share my screen once again. All right. So here's the screen, and we invite all of you to enroll for Master Workshop Program and breathe with us. So our approach is going to be a fusion, best of Western and Eastern world. So we will do breathwork practices as a tool for personal growth, healing trauma, exploring the depths of consciousness, accessing the expanded states of awareness. What do we mean by states of awareness? So it is believed that when we are in pure, we operate from the space of awareness. That is where lies all the answers of lives. We all have answers to our lives. Okay, we all have the solutions deep within us. So when we operate from the space of awareness, all the answers become clear in life. We have a clarity in the direction of our path ahead. So this is what our goal is. I cannot bring you so many testimonials that I get out of these sessions, but just a few of them on the screen for you so that you can trust that the processes work. Now, the left one that you see is somebody who had chronic sleep issue. So I just want you to read these underlined words, friends. It's such a powerful testimonial in which this person said that he slept for 7 hours. I just slept and slept. This was the first time I have slept for so long, in almost a year. How magical this is, right? And he says that something surely is shifted in my mind that I cannot explain in words, right? So I've been practicing these things for last 20 odd days. So we are going to have 1 month together where we are going to meet once every Saturday. So 3 Saturdays we are going to meet. As you can see on the right side, good life-changing session. Somebody says, I've not made any mistake by having started to work with you. This person says, I've struggled a lot in last 5 months. Kasha pehle mile hote. So some just few of the screenshots just to show you how people benefit out of these programs. Now, friends, quickly, let's get on the topic. What are we going to do in these 3 Saturdays? So week 1 is focused on brain power. The theme is brain power, breathwork for brain. What we are going to do, we are going to first prepare ourselves for breathwork, okay? We have to breathe properly. Like today I was talking at the beginning of the session, there's something like equal breathing, and that alone is so powerful. How should you breathe every day? How are you breathing right now? Can you just quickly observe your breath right now, everyone? Just introspect. How is your breath? For most of us, it is so shallow. We don't even breathe till our neck. It's like very short breath. You're not even filling your lungs. So there are 3 muscles that are used in breathing, and that is how an infant breathes. But as we grow old, we forget this art of breathing. So we will start with learning the basics. sectional breath, equal breath, 3D breath. Then we are going to do some powerful pranayama, yogic breath work of India, but with correct techniques for brain health. Some of us don't know the correct technique. So I'm going to tell you and share with you the classical Ashtanga practice. Okay. And then we are going to do a very powerful 30 minutes of holotropic breath work, which is invented by Dr. Grof. Just like today, a Western style, this holotropic breath work is very, very high intensity when it comes to an emotional release. This is specially designed for the release of any trauma in life, any memory of the childhood, any incident, any loss that we have had, which we are not able to overcome from. So this holotropic breath work is a beautiful thing. I cannot explain enough in words because it's an experience. Now, this doesn't need a body work like today, like body movement. This is a different, it has a different modality. You can see a reference picture here. In this, we lie down and we place a cloth and we just feel our breath, psychedelic breath, okay, circular breath. It's also called circular breathing. So holotropic is what we are going to do. And it has everything to do with our brain health. It's a powerful exercise for brain. Okay, so this is week number 1. We are going to meet on Saturday, 3rd June at 11:11 a.m. in the morning for 90 minutes, 1.5 hours. So you'll be free by 12:45. Okay, week number 2 is all about immunity. How many of you understand the power of immunity, especially in the post-COVID times, that how important it is for us to build immunity now? Okay, so important to be able to combat any viruses. God forbid anything comes in the future, but our body should be so strong that we can actually fight with any sort of viruses, anything. Even the small issues that people get today when it comes to sickness is because of poor immunity. So week 2 is all about immunity boost, and what we are going to do, again, the same thing: prepare a body with certain breathing exercise, do some pranayama, which is our Indian science, how to boost immunity. And then we are going to do a powerful 30 minutes, globally acclaimed, the most famous breath work called Wim Hof method. A very common name. Maybe most of you have heard about it, but you don't know what's to be done under it. So this is invented by Mr. Wim Hof, and he's also called Iceman. Why is he called Iceman? Because he is, he has attained that power through breath that he can withstand any cold temperature. This man is famous to go on Mount Everest just in shorts, wearing shorts, because he can withstand any sort of cold temperature. And he says he's attained that physical power. In Hindi, you can say that, sadhana, when you do something for so long. Do tapa. It's in Hindi, it's called tapa. When you, with discipline over a period of time, you practice something, you attain some power. And this person says that he has got all this power to bear any sort of extremities in life is through Wim Hof breath work. So this is what we are going to do. It's very powerful, very beautiful. Again, a different modality, friends, different from biodynamic, different from what we did today, and different from what I spoke about week 1 holotropic. Absolutely different. For immunity boost, this we are going to do on Saturday, 10th June, same time, 11:11 a.m. And week 3, beauty shot. Let's not deny the fact that we all want to look beautiful, handsome, right? With good glowing skin, good hair. And by hair, I don't mean just the appearance. I don't mean how we look. I mean that we are our best, because our skin, our outer appearance also reflects our inner health, isn't it? If I'm good from inside, it will show on my face. My skin will reflect my inner health, correct? So it's just not about appearance, but it is about how we feel when we look ourselves in the mirror. And the idea of putting this man's picture here is because a lot of people think that it's only for females. No, how many men in the room also want to have amazing skin? Yes, want to look their best. I think most of the men, all men, right? irrespective of the gender. This is for everybody. So we are going to do few practices here again. And this is more to do with our Indian science. I'm going to tell you Kapalbhati Kriya variations, and Kapalbhati not as a pranayama, Kapalbhati as a Kriya. And then we are also going to have a lot of facial glow massages, which are based on ancient techniques. Kapal Randra Dhoti, Karna Randra Dhoti, huge list. So as a yoga practitioner, I have the entire toolbox for you. Quick, easy things to do that will impart that glow, remove the fine lines from the face, tone our facial muscles, give us that confidence. So we are working on our health holistically, brain health, immunity, and the way we look. Okay. And then there are extra things that always come. I cannot mention enough. So all the benefits that we discussed at the beginning of the session, they all are going to happen. All the things are going to, come as an outcome. Feeling happy, a rush of happiness, lowering down your stress hormones, so many things. And then after these 3 sessions, we are also going to arrange one follow-up session. The date will be decided later on. So this session would be a hand-holding session. Once our 3 sessions are over, we are going to create your personal health and happiness plan. How you're going to do things on your own, because certain things you can do only under a guided breathwork practitioner. Okay, but there are certain things which you can definitely do on day-to-day basis on your own. So we'll create your personal happiness plan so that every day from here on, all you have to give is just 10 minutes in a day. So 10 minutes in a day is what I ask you to do here on. After the 3 sessions are over, 10 minutes every day, you will do breath work on your own. So I'm going to tell you what are those things you can do on your own in the follow-up session. And those of you who registered today are going to get one personal online session of 30 minutes with me. Okay, where we can understand what is your specific problem, what are your health goals, and what are the things that you can do. So breathwork, beyond breathwork, since I'm also a sleep and happiness coach, I'm very happy to talk to you in person and discuss your health goals. So you'll get one personal online session of 30 minutes with me, those who are going to take action today. So now, friends, going ahead, before I show you the value exchange, I would also like to tell you that you have to take preventions only in the condition if there is high cardiovascular issues, or you just don't have a high blood pressure, but very high blood pressure, any recent injury or surgery, panic attacks, psychosis, seizure disorders, pregnancy. Only under these conditions, you have to take prevention and extra care. It's not that you cannot do, but yes, we'll mold the practice as per your comfort. So you are still welcome to join, but it is my duty, my responsibility to tell you that these are the contradictions. So if you have to do any sort of breath work, you have to take care that if you have any of these problems, either you avoid or you do it under a guided supervision. So everybody is welcome to join. Now, if I add the total value of the entire program, all the 3 products priced at 9999 individually, the total comes down to be 29997. But this is not what you have to pay today. Any guesses? What is the value exchange for? Type for me in the chat box. What is the value exchange? Let's see who guesses it right. 5K, okay. Just a small value exchange, friends. We really want all of you to join and not just stop your health journey here when it comes to breath work. I'm sure you're doing a lot of other things, but I want you to get introduced to breath now, because breath is our, I would say, an essence of our existence, and we are not utilizing it fully. So, especially for Mindful Living community, we bring this for only 4,999. See, it's less than, for all the guesses that you have made in the chat box, lesser than that. Only 4,900, which includes all the 3 products, 3 Saturdays, along with one bonus follow-up session where we will do your personal happiness plan, and one personal one-to-one online session for those who register today, where we can discuss everything about your health, as I said, right from your sleep to your stress management. And breathwork is what we are going to do together. And we are going to have only 10 to 12 people in the WhatsApp group. That's the limit. In fact, 10 is the limit. So we have only 4 seats remaining now. Okay. So you have to take the action now. I want a small group of people so that you can get more personal attention when we do it together. So friends, this is the number. You can see the Paytm, Google Pay, PhonePe number on the screen, or you can just use this InstaMojo link shared with you in the chat box. You can use the InstaMojo link shared in the chat box, or you can Paytm, Google Play, or PhonePe on this number mentioned on the screen. Once you do the payment, do let us know. Either tell us right now in the chat box if you are making this decision now, or else you can please PM on the same number that is mentioned on the screen. Take the screenshot or take the picture of the screen. You have to PM me so that I know you have joined, enrolled, and I will welcome you in the group created already. It's a closed WhatsApp breathwork support group that we have created. Welcome, Ram. Congratulations. Ritvik Ram, congratulations for joining. Welcome on board. I just got a message from him, so welcome. Yes, friends, so you have 10 minutes to go now. And in a minute, I will close this window so that I can open the forum for question answer. Meantime, when you take a decision to join, we can start chit-chatting and answer any queries that you may have. All right, friends, the timer is still going on. We still have 9 minutes with us, but I will just stop the sharing of my screen. I hope you have noted down this phone number. Else use the InstaMojo link shared in the chat box with you. Yes, and now I'm going to answer if you have any queries. So, okay. Yes, please. I'll just unmute you. I can see one hand raised. Yes.
Hi, Shruti. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes.
Yeah. It was really a very good experience. Thank you so much.
I'm
One
glad.
question is that while doing this exercise while standing, I was getting a lot of sweating, and the movement when I moving the hand and the body structure, I was feeling a lot of pain. I mean, the pain was so deep that I was feeling that pain is so much inside the body and it's
Yeah.
releasing, and that pain is for long. So,
That's normal.
what is not
They're
normal, right?
absolutely
Yeah.
normal. That's up because see, these are the emotions we have been storing for ages, for years, since childhood, and we don't realize. So when we let go consciously, and imagine today, I would say you were still restricted a little because we were in this group format where you were understanding what we have to do. Still, you could feel it. So now when we are going to do ahead in our later programs, that's going to be a more beautiful release. And if you're feeling any pain and you're letting go, I would say that this practice was successful for you.
And second question that I have already stent in my heart, and I'm also a blood pressure. I'm
Oh,
having a blood
okay.
pressure, but for last 10 years, not having now.
Okay.
So is it
Okay.
okay for me to go with the package, this package?
Yes, I would still suggest. Why? Because we are also going to do other sorts of breath work. As I said, we are going to do a normal breathing, how we should breathe on day-to-day basis. We'll change your breathing pattern. After 3 weeks, you will realize that the way you are breathing is very different than the way you're breathing today. So that will change. We're also going to do pranayama, which is going to help you. So we are going to mold it according to you. And all these intense practices, we will make it slow for you. Like today also you did it, right? So you can do it slow, taking all the precautions.
Right. And the last
Yeah.
question, if you can
Yes,
tell
and
me
you
the
can
bank
still
account.
check. Sorry to cut you in between. You can still check with your doctor once if you feel like, just to make sure. From my side, you're most welcome, and I think everybody can join. There are no contradictions. Just that you have to take certain prevention, which I'll tell you when we do it. All right.
And
Yes.
if you can send the bank detail, that will be more because I cannot do it Paytm because I am NRI. So I want to do it
Sure.
bank. You can just
Sure.
send me the
Do you
bank detail.
have
I
the
can
number?
transfer.
Have you noted down the number I shared? Can you just message me once on that number and I'll share the details with you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for sharing that. I'm glad you enjoyed the session.
Thank you.
Yes, friends, I'm just reading the chat box now, just to see if there are any questions over there. I'm glad to see all of your responses in the chat box. You found it relaxing. Great, great experience. So nice to see these feedbacks. Great. Yes, friends, any other question? 5 more minutes and then we'll end the session for today. Anybody else with any question? Anything you would like to ask? Anything related to the master workshop? Are you still thinking whether to join? Is it for you? Is it not for you? If you have any query, any confusion, please ask me, and then it's totally up to you whether you would like to enroll or not.
Shruti, there are two questions. One is it
Yes.
true that one shouldn't do twin hearts meditation and pranayam or any other meditation on the same day? That's one. And there is another one which is about the timing of the session.
So the timing of the
timing
session.
Timing of the practice.
We are
What's a
going.
good time to practice?
Okay, so all these things. So pranayama usually you should do only in the morning time. That is when it affects us the most. The other breathwork types, like what we did today, biodynamic breathwork, can be done any time of the day, morning, noon, evening. Just you have to make sure there is a gap of at least 1 to 1.5 hours between your meals and any breathwork practice. So having said that, ideally should be done in the morning, because if you're combining it with pranayama, yes, morning time is the best time to do, because then we are recharged for the whole day. And that is the time we also have empty stomach. So if I have to tell you what is personally favored by me and most of the people, morning time. But again, flexibility is the key in today's times and lifestyle. If you don't have time in morning, you can do in evening as well, but not before sleeping. We can't activate ourselves so much when we have to sleep. So not before sleeping. Keep a gap of 3 hours before your breath work and sleep time. I hope I have answered that. And the next one is one shouldn't do twin hearts meditation pranayama. Practically, friends, you can't do everything in a single day, right? We can't eat so much at a single time, right? So one thing at a time, okay? Twin hearts meditation is again a lengthy experience. It's beautiful. So if you are giving your energy into that, you won't be left with energy for something else. You can't mix up so many things. So when you are doing it with me on a Saturday, you just do that, okay? And twin heart meditation you can do on rest of the days. I hope I have answered that. I'm going to now quickly unmute everyone so that still if you have any question, you may just unmute and ask before we say bye for today and until we meet next. So I'll just give me a while. Yes. I've allowed everyone to unmute themselves. If there is anything, you can quickly unmute and ask.
Shruti, I have a question.
Yes, please.
How is it different from if I master the breath workshop, then is it worth going for the Sleepify workshop? Is there any similarity?
Absolutely two different things. Absolutely two different things. So in Sleepify, it is all about sleep. And yes, we do a certain breath work over there also, which is a very small one, specific to sleep only. Okay, so the content is absolutely different here. The breath work helps in sleep, and what we are doing in Sleepify is for sleep and overall health. Okay, all interrelated. But what I'm telling you is the content is very different. This is pure breath work. Only breath work. Sleepify has 21 things, correct? So I hope I've answered you.
Yes.
We have mentioned the dates and the time of the session again in the chat box. Friends, if you have any query, feel free to message me, fix a time, come on a call. You want to call today, you want to call tomorrow, feel free to reach out to me if you have any further query. I request you to take action for your health now. On that note, let me close the session for today. I hope you all had a good experience. See you very soon again at Mindful Living. Bye-bye, and thank you for attending. Good night.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you for a wonderful session.
Thank you, Captain.
Good night. Good night.
Thanks
Thank you,
to Ashish
Bhavna.
and also for organizing Mindful Living.
Thank you.
Great going.
Thank you,
Thanks a
everyone.
ton.